It's a week dedicated to one of the Lowcountry's most iconic neighbors, dolphins, and how the community can help protect them. Well, here to share more on everything from education to hands-on science, let's welcome back Lauren Rust, Executive Director for the Lowcountry Marine Mammal Network. Welcome back.
Thank you.
We were just talking before we got started, 9 years.
Yeah.
And you've been there from the beginning.
Yes.
So how has it grown?
Oh my gosh, it's grown in so many ways. Just the opportunities, the experiences, people, wanting to learn more and become better educators and stewards. It's been phenomenal.
And you can't move to South Carolina without becoming that. You have to wear that as a badge.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We're so lucky to live by the water and to have such wonderful marine wildlife.
It's true. And I want to get into what makes South Carolina's coastline and waterways so unique in that way. But why don't we talk about the Dolphin Count? So what is it exactly and what inspired it?
Yeah, I mean, it's a free event, and it's an opportunity to get the community out to count dolphins, which is something our organization does regularly. So we're monitoring dolphins. We have local dolphins here, about 300, that are born and bred in Charleston. And so it's an opportunity for the public to come out, learn, not just about dolphins, but why counting them and learning about the threats that they face is really important to protecting them for the long term.
Yeah, and how do you keep track of the dolphins? Are they marked? Do they have certain signs that you know one from the other? And how do you keep track? How do you know that they stay so close?
Yes, it's a good question. So they're identified through their dorsal fin, which is the most obvious thing that pops up when they surface. They can become unique like a fingerprint. And so our team goes out, we photograph them and put them in a database basically to help track, kind of like face recognition. We can track individual dolphins through those fins.
Interesting. So they're that different from one another.
Yeah,
and you can tell from a photograph and distance how one is different from the other?
Yeah, as they get older, just kind of like you and I get scars or injuries,
yeah, sure.
They'll get could be a boat strike or just a scratch. And so the software is very intelligent now that it can identify little marks. And so, they can be unique and they get a number, and then we're able to track individuals. And then over time, as we see them, regularly, they become kind of what we call a resident dolphin.
Oh, interesting. So over the last 9 years, what would you say you've seen in the evolution of dolphin species near South Carolina? Any changes?
I think a big thing we try to tell the community is just the human interaction component.
Sure.
So, while they seem to be stable and doing okay health-wise, they still run into incidences of, boat traffic and people wanting to feed them and harass them, and that can have a real impact on them.
I can imagine. What makes the dolphin community unique, or even just the marine ecosystem unique for South Carolina?
What's so unique is that we have these resident dolphins. So lots of states just see dolphins kind of migrating and passing through. And that's really important because it gives us a great opportunity to study them for 40 plus years. They live. But they're also great indicators of how healthy our ocean is. So if these guys seem healthy and they're thriving, that's a great sign that our ecosystem, the waterways that we swim in, that we eat seafood and rely on, that can be a great indicator that the water's doing well as well.
And how is it doing?
It seems to be doing okay.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, that's good to hear. And why is this week so important? And also to have that buy-in from just the layperson who's not a marine biologist, but just lives here and cares.
Yeah, because everyone loves dolphins, so that's easy, right? But
I've never heard anyone say, "I hate dolphins."
I know.
No, I've never heard that. Yeah.
Exactly. So we want the community to learn that they live in their backyard, that they can have a real hand in helping to protect them for their generations, and so they can be around. And so this is just a really easy, family-friendly event that you can come out, learn about dolphins, and why it's important to want to protect them.
And to help count, how do you do it?
Yeah, so we have stations all around the peninsula from land. And basically, we'll do a 30-minute survey where you're just looking for dolphins, looking for those dorsal fins.
With the naked eye, do you have binoculars?
We try not to use binoculars so
Okay.
we don't double count across sites. We have 12 sites that will have people out.
Okay.
And we're just tallying dolphins. It gives us a little snapshot of dolphins in the harbor, and it's calving season right now, so we're looking for sweet little babies.
Oh, the babies.
Yeah.
Don't you love that?
And it just, it'll give us an opportunity to get people to see them, to learn about them, and again, to learn why it's important to protect them.
So much fun. Well, the Dolphin Count's happening Saturday, April 25th, and like you said, it's going to be at various locations, and there's going to be 3 sets of counts, so 9, 10, and 11 o'clock in the morning. So make sure you go to their website, find out more information, have a good time, wear your sunblock. Thank you so much for coming back on. Great to see you. We'll be back after this.